Good morning. You're welcome to today's class. I believe you are always staying safe. Please always stay safe. In our previous class, we discussed on space travel and we define space as the environment or area that is 100 kilometers above the Earth's crust, above the Earth's surface. We define space travel as man's movement into the space in a spaceship. A spaceship also is a vehicle that carries man into the space. Spacesuit is the garment worn by the astronauts into the space. And we define astronauts as a person that travels into the space. We also explain the advantages, the danger, the benefits, and the problem of space travel. That was what we discussed in our previous class. For WEEK7, our topic is gravitation and weightlessness. Gravitation and weightlessness is our topic. Gravitation and weightlessness. Now, before we go to the details of the lesson, let's see our learning objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to, number one, define gravitation, two, define weightlessness, and also state the effects of gravitation on objects. So these are the learning objectives that you should be able to explain at the end of the lesson. Now let's see the definition of gravitation. Gravitation is the force of attraction that exists between two masses which are separated by a distance that tries to pull them towards each other. Gravitation is a force. From our knowledge of force, contact and non-contact force, gravitational force is an example of a non-contact force. So gravitational force is a force that exists between two masses. This force tries to separate two masses, two objects that has mass by a distance and tries to pull them towards each other. Now, the gravitational attraction on a body depends on the mass of the body. The larger the mass of the body, the larger the gravitational pull or the gravitational force. Then the smaller the mass of the body, the smaller the gravitational pull. The smaller the gravitational pull. Now, the Earth rotates around the Sun because of the force of gravity. The Earth rotates around the Sun because of the force of gravity. The Sun is of a larger mass than the Earth. That is why it is the Earth that will rotate around the Sun. So also, a smaller mass, the gravitational pull will be small too for a smaller mass. That is the gravitational force of a smaller mass will also be small. I hope you are following me. Now, have you ever wondered why a ball thrown up always fall back to the ground? This is because of the force of gravity of the Earth on the ball. The force of gravity on the Earth will pull down the ball that is thrown up. The force of gravity on the Earth tries to pull down the ball towards the Earth. I believe you understand what gravitation is. Gravitation is a force of attraction that exists between two masses, which are separated by a distance. And this force will try to pull these two masses towards each other. The force of gravity will try to pull the two masses towards each other. And as we've said, that the gravitational attraction on a body or on any object depends on the mass of the object or body. Now, let's move on. Let's see effects of gravitation on objects. Effects of gravitation on objects. Number one, anything thrown up falls down because of gravitation. If you throw a ball up, a stone up, even as light as a paper is, when it's thrown up, will come down. So anything that is thrown up will definitely come down because of the effects of gravity on objects. Number two effect is we walk erect because of gravitation. We human beings were able to walk erect on the earth's surface, on the ground, because of the force of gravity. Because of the force of gravity between us and the ground, this made it possible for us to walk erect without slipping off the ground, without slipping off on the floor. Number three effect. Due to gravitation, buckets hold water. Now you are able to fetch water in a bucket because of gravitation. Then the bucket is able to hold the water because of the force of gravity. Number four, gravitational force keeps the earth rotating around the sun. Gravitational force helps the earth to rotate around the sun. It keeps the earth to rotate around the sun. Without the force of gravity, the earth won't be able to rotate around the sun, and we will not have our day and night. The last effect here, the moon also revolves around the earth because of the gravitational force between them. Because of the gravitational force between the moon and the earth is able to revolve, that is to move around the earth, to move around the earth. So these are the effects of gravitation on objects. Now, let's see the definition of weightlessness. Weightlessness. But before we define what weightlessness means, let's take the word weight. Let's look at the definition of weight. Weight is a force which acts on any object as a result of the pull of gravity on the body. A weight is a force that acts on any object as a result of the pull of gravity on the body. The weight is a force that acts on objects, and this force acts on objects as a result of the pull of gravity on the body. Now, let's see weightlessness. Weightlessness, that is the condition of having no weight, the condition of feeling no weight. Now, weightlessness is a feeling of having no weight, but it does not mean that the object or thing has no weight in the sense. Weightlessness is just a feeling of having no weight. It is an imaginary effect of gravitation on objects. An imaginary, something that you just think, you imagine, an imaginary effect of gravitation on objects. Now, to understand this term, weightlessness, let's see this pictorial diagram. Now, you can see a boy sitting on a chair in this picture. Now, as this boy sat on the chair, the contact force between the bottom of the boy and the chair makes them to come together. As you sit at rest in your chair, you feel the contact force. There's a contact force between the bottom and the chair. This is the F normal as it is here. F normal. We term that as the F normal. Now, this contact force balance with the non-contact force. That is the force of gravity on the ground. You can see this corresponding to the force of gravity on the ground. Good. Now let's see the other picture demonstrating weightlessness. Now, a person in a free fall does not experience any contact force and thus feels weightless. Now, you can see that this boy here in this picture is not resting on the chair anymore. So it's, as the picture is, it's tending to fall, tending to fall. So once this boy falls, the gravitational force there will make the boy to feel weightless. Will make the boy to feel weightless. That is, to feel no weight, to have an imaginary feeling that he does not have weight. Just like when you are walking and you mistakenly feel on the ground. By the time you fall on the ground, you feel as if you don't have any weight. You feel empty, as if you don't have weight. That is weightlessness. Weightlessness. Now, let's see weightlessness in circular motion in a space travel. No, we discussed with space travel rather in our previous class. So people that travel in the space, they experience weightlessness. And how do they experience weightlessness? Now, during circular motion for objects in space travel, when the gravitational pull equals the force making the object to perform circular motion, objects and things inside the space vehicle float and experience weightlessness. That is, there, weightlessness occurs in space travel when the gravitational pull equals the force making the object to perform the circular motion. It is a force that will make the object, that is the space vehicle, to perform the circular motion in the space during space travel. Now, when this force equals to the gravitational pull, when the force that makes the spacecraft to perform the circular motion now equals to the gravitational pull on the earth in the atmosphere, then weightlessness will happen. Every person in the spaceship will float and they will experience weightlessness. They will have a feeling of no weight at that particular time. The masses of the objects in the spaceship have not changed. Note that it's not that the masses of the objects, both the space crew, people in the space traveling, the spacecraft, and the spacecraft in itself, and every other object in the spacecraft, their masses have not changed. They still have weight, but at that point, when the gravitational pull equals the force that makes the spacecraft to perform a circular motion, then they will experience weightlessness. They will experience weightlessness. They still have weight, rather. They still have weight. So it is only an imaginary effect of gravitation on objects. So weightlessness is an imaginary effect of gravitation on objects. A feeling of having no weight. A feeling of having no weight. Good. Now let me show you the picture. This is a spaceship, and people here in the spaceship, they are experiencing weightlessness. Here, you can see they are floating. They float. They float. So at this particular time here, when there is a circular motion of the spaceship, the objects and every other body in the spaceship will experience weightlessness. You can see their expression, how they are. They experience weightlessness. Here, this is another picture of weightlessness in spaceship. They experience weightlessness. Tend to float in the spaceship. Now, let me show you another area where weightlessness occurs. This is an amusement park. a roller coaster at the amusement park. You can see people on the roller coaster. See the people on the roller coaster here. So as the roller coaster is making them to have a free fall, you can see they are sliding downward. Then these people here will experience weightlessness. Experience weightlessness. I believe you have seen something like this at various recreational center, the amusement park. So they will experience weightlessness. Other roller coasters that are in circular form too, people on there will also experience weightlessness. Now, let me give you another diagram, another picture, right? Another picture is also a roller coaster. You can see as it's moving downward, making the people here to have a free fall. Then the people will have weightlessness, will experience weightlessness, will experience weightlessness. I believe you've been able to understand this lesson. We've discussed what gravitation is. Gravitation, we discuss what gravitation is as the force that acts upon objects and two objects rather and tend to pull them towards each other. We also discuss weight. We discuss weight as the force that pull objects down towards the earth. Then we also discuss weightlessness as a feeling of having no weight, weightlessness in spaceship, and also example of weightlessness in a roller coaster here. Good. Please, with this, we've come to the end of the class. I want you to do your assignments and I want you to read your notes. You can read more on this topic from the uploaded notes on the school website. Please ensure that you copy your notes up to date, do your assignments, and continue to stay safe. See you in the next class.